Hi, this video is meant to complement the rest of the material on the couples page of my website. And I want to just share a little bit about the egalitarian way, which is what I call my approach to couples counseling. Yeah, I've named it that because I think fairness is of utmost importance in a relationship, that each couple, each person in the relationship has the sense that there's a consistent good faith effort by the other person to do right by them, to balance their desired outcomes with consideration for how those desired outcomes might affect us. And I think that's necessary as a foundation for trust to emerge and to be able to address the higher hanging fruit, if you will, of the more complex dilemmas that we all face in our relationships. The common dialectics of autonomy versus companionship or connection, stability versus change, idealism versus reality, openness versus privacy, things like that that are that require a sense that the other person on your team is trustworthy and able to collaborate with you. So that's the idea behind egalitarianism and my thinking on why to make that the organizing principle of how I do couples counseling. So the way that I promote and nurture that in our work together is I use the structure of the sculptor and supporter, and I have you two do sculptor supporter dialogues every session. I'm pretty formal about it, the idea being that if you're not doing so well casually, let's do it formally. We're just more apt to succeed in that way. And both the sculptor and the supporter have characteristics that are applied to them that I will share with you. You can think of the sculptor as the speaker, and you can think of the supporter as the listener. So I do a turn taking in my sessions with you. You both get the same amount of time, and you each have one thing that you get to figure out each session that you want to represent or that you want to speak about, share, and hopefully get some understanding from the other person. I try to make communication a team activity as opposed to you two being opponents with one another. So oftentimes with casual, informal conversation or an approach to counseling that way, it incentivizes the each of you to kind of jockey for position, to relate in a competitive way or an ineffective way with one another. And by just insisting that there's a turn taking and that one of you at a time gets to be the speaker, basically, the sculptor, and one of you is therefore supposed to be providing understanding to the other person, it eliminates or greatly reduces that incentive there to compete. And so we're able to get further into the nuances and the details of the subject matters that are important to you just by taking turns. I put you into these sculptor supporter dialogues, and I like to say that there's not one or two ineffective ways of relating that emerge when you're advocating or asserting some sort of idea that's important to you. There's multiple ineffective ways of relating that happen for the sculptor and the supporter. And I'm there to address that. I think of it like I'm a factory worker on a conveyor belt, and I'm just kind of watching the behavior right in front of me, how you're relating. I'm just working with that. And I'm picking out the bad apples. I'm saying, hey, this isn't the most skillful or influential way that you're relating right now. Here's the antidote. Could you try this and see how that works? See if that makes your partner more of an ally and less of an adversary when you approach it this way. And notice what happens when you listen to them this way, when you approach them as if they make sense, as opposed to there's something wrong or incorrect about what they're saying. I urge each of you to get rid of right, wrong, good, bad, any moralizing as a lens when you're listening to the other person, and rather just see how much you can provide understanding. I think all people make sense in some way, on some level, some degree, and that's what I want to help you focus on. You're going to be much more influential if you do that. So the mistakes will naturally emerge in this experiential context where both of you are getting to talk about the things that matter most to you, and your natural defenses or reactions or insecureness is going to arise, and then I'm going to be able to work with it in the moment in an authentic, non-contrived way to help you where the rubber meets the road with where you're challenged at being a better sculptor or being a better supporter. And if you think about it, all communication, all of it, all of our relating, we can funnel into one of these two roles at any given point. Someone's the speaker, and someone else by default or by consciously, actively taking that role is the listener. And we're going to be able to get at anything and everything that matters to either one of you. We'll create that culture where it's okay to talk about anything and everything. It's how you talk about it that we'll work on. So the saying that I'm here to solve the moment, not to solve the problem, is one that I utilize or abide by in my practice. It's about how you're relating to one another. And by teaching you how to relate in egalitarian ways, whatever the subject matter may be, whatever happened in the past, that's the best way to ensure that you two get the best possible outcome that's available for either one of you. So that's a little bit of it in a nutshell. I'm noticing time, so I got to wrap this video up. There's other videos on my YouTube channel where I blab on much longer if you'd like to listen to that, to get some more surface area or just kind of see who I am and how I'm thinking about these things. And if you're interested from this video or anything else and you want to get in touch, please go ahead and do so. You can send me a message through my website, you can send me an email, and you can even call me, old-fashioned way.